Meister tipped it to Evans. Back inside to Davis. Got a good post-up position this time. Got down deep against Bannerman. Bannerman on the baseline, missed it. Meister the rebound. Nichols head up, looking up the court. Harshaw right inside to Davis. Posts up on Elani Bennett, and good.
10 points already for Williams off the bench, 4 for 6, including a three-pointer. And we've seen her get out in transition. Nichols looks for her, she looked for her there. Look at Jaliya Davis get up. That's the sign of somebody that's putting a lot of pressure on herself right now.
Meister gets an offensive rebound though. Get it back right away to Davis, and there's a free layup.
Nice move in the lane. That's Duela, 6'1" sophomore. Jayhawks go down into the post early. Jaliya Davis off the glass and good.
Have a factor to play this early in the season.
Great point. Brandon Schneider was talking even preseason, what the preseason predictions mean in the Big 12. Davis with a nice move.
Savvy defensive adjustment there by Coach Nims, recognizing that Jayhawks haven't been productive from three, but have certainly been productive.
Nichols goes inside. Davis spins off the glass and good. A goal and knows what she's doing. Even pre-practice comes out with a work ethic that was really impressive to him.
Oh, not only does she possess a work ethic, but she wants to learn. As she sees dribble there on the bobbled entry pass and finding a way to get over that left shoulder for the jump hook.
Off the glass and good.
Trying to keep this Lady Demons team within striking distance.
Nichols with a nice feed inside. Jaliya Davis. Into Davis. Strong to the bucket, off the glass and good. Nichols comes ahead. Davis spins around, lets it go.
Jayhawks knock it away, come the other direction. Inside, Davis off the glass and good. Libby Fandel in the Kansas lineup as well. Nichols looks inside, gets it to Davis. Davis with a strong move, soft touch off the glass. Too strong off the board. Rebounded by Evans. Nichols goes inside. Davis with good position and lays it in.
Out with injury, and to have another point guard with starting experience, and she has great court awareness there. Jaliya Davis.
Vandell over to Evans. Meister goes inside. Davis a little bit short. Follows her shot and makes it. Davis, nice backdoor cut and a perfect pass.
A lot of it coming from that very way is McDowell doing a nice job getting to her shot there. And what an awesome
to Davis. How about that move?
Matchup we have.
Reisner faces up. Gets it down low. Slaughter working hard. Good defense by Davis.
In those first two defensive possessions, a trap on Samaya Nichols that led to a turnover and then a foul right after that.
Here's Davis on the fadeaway and hits her first bucket.
Wanting to make sure she's as healthy as can be for this long run.
Gets it back in the give and go from Evans. Slips. Including the whopping 101 against Houston in their league opener. Davis with a tough move on the baseline. Despite the fact they got in the tournament, they've been maybe knocked some seed lines based on their schedule last year. Davis on the inside miss, got her put back up and good.
Of an offensive arsenal, being able to knock down that mid-range jump shot.
Kansas gets it in quickly. Meister, the high-low to
that low into the paint.
Try to get inside to Davis. He's got the post up on Wheeler. Doing gets it to Canessa. Inside now to Davis. Davis turns, defended by McCray. Kick back out, Parks for three. Short, Davis stick back is good and one. And this is off the arc from three. Davis the rebound. They drive the floor through the lane and get a late bucket to give her 21, but
as 4 Jayhawks in defeat would score in double figures, including that woman right there, Samaya Nichols, who had finished with 16 points. Here's the high, the low, well executed. As now the Jayhawks here on the attack, shooting 50% on the game. 6 of 12 from the field. freshman going to work. That's Jaliya Davis, says stick-to-itness. Savannah Scott now into the game for the Knights as Harmon passed the first wave, but there's a block shot by Davis. As Nichols, the number 3 scorer in the Big 12, sitting on 5 points, driving in, and Davis is going to get the contact as the hoop and the harm. 2-possession game now here for Kansas. And for Scott, her first field goal here of the second half, but the quick answer, the pogo stick, Jaliya Davis. Nichols, 2-woman game, bounces it down into Davis. Trying to feed that high post, and Gibson stepped right in front of it.
Got Davis.
And Davis, easy pickings as the set play. You're in double figures tonight now with 12 points. Again, from the free throw line, she is just so destructive. 6 of 7, block shot. That by Jaliya Davis. And now the orange comes out here to the Jayhawks with just over 4 minutes and another dime. Nichols to Davis, gonna say that a lot here during. To 4-1 as the long shot that was lifted by Evans, and then
Maybe that's one of the ways the Knights can find a little more offense by playing a little more aggressive defense.
freeing herself up is Jaliya Davis.
Davis slow to come back down. Here comes Walker in the lane. Had it poked away. Ross the spin. Davis with the block. She's taking all 3 shots for Kansas here to start. Evans gets her another touch on the interior. Post up this time is good. Back down to Copeland. Brittany Harshaw into the Kansas lineup. The junior guard out of Andover gets the ball inside to Jaliya Davis for the lane. Utah. Nichols will come off the high screen with the shot clock winding down. Draws a double team. Tries to find Davis. How did she find her? Davis with the lay-in.
I think there's some truth to that.
There may be a little bit of truth.
I think I had a daughter that tried bowling for that very same reason. Dad doesn't know anything about this.
Yeah.
You won't possibly
There's a good move.
give any commentary. Jaliya Davis on the inside.
And got called for the blocking foul.
Kansas will get it in right inside to Davis. One dribble and up and good. Jaliya Davis controlling on the interior once again. He checked herself, top of the circle, and that one's off the iron.
And Jaliya Davis there for a little better obstruction that time.
And then Davis running the floor the other way. Utah by 5, trailed by 2 at halftime. Kansas gets it inside to Davis. She's double teamed, finds Meister on the other block for the basket.
Jaliya Scott, again, Big 12 Player of the Week, averaging 20 points per game this year, knocks that one down. And a feed down to Davis. What a talent for a freshman, Dell, who came in less than a minute into the game, it felt like, in the first quarter off the bench. Drop it down to Davis, and you see the composure. Seems like she's comfortable anywhere on the floor.
Yeah, and her last 3 shots have all been almost in the same place, and it's just way too easy. And then on the other end, they give Davis another layup. Looks like to this point, and they feel like it's still working.
Davis broke up the pass for Nichols, who knocks knees with Fauntleroy. A bucket for the Jayhawks, and Bella's going to have a little hitch in her getting up. 12 additional shots in this game that Baylor has been able to get up. The freshman with the bucket and one. Down to Davis, that's her spot. With ease.
Letting her teammates know she's cooking, that they want her to go to her, you're in trouble.
And Davis left open underneath the basket. Meister down lower to Davis. I think Baylor's okay with that.
Samaya Nichols had a little less playing time in practice this week, was injured late. Got the ball inside quickly, though, on the first possession to Jaliya Davis.
Yeah, we went to in her game against Kansas when she wore a BYU uniform.
3 was missed by Timmer. In and out, got the ball to Davis on the bounce across the lane from Nichols. Too strong, rebound to Kansas.
Haley Timmer, a transfer from South Dakota State.
Quickly up court, get Davis free of the blocks. That's what she does so well, as well, running rim to rim. And with both Reagan Williams and Jaliya Davis on the floor, both have battled injuries at the same point for a little while. Nice backdoor cut. Libby Fandel off the Davis assist.
And that's
Davis picked up a dribble for a moment. Got it to Williams, who gave it back to Davis. And the lay-in.
That is not the way they drew up that play, but it was effective.
Zone here from Oklahoma State. Nichols takes a look back at the Kansas bench to get the instructions, and seemingly it's get it inside to Jaliya Davis. Kansas. Vandell inside right away to Jaliya Davis. There is the look they wanted. How about that shooter's touch off the back iron?
Yeah.
Vanessa inside to Davis. Shook free. Nice help by Hurd. Got a piece of the first one. Didn't get the second one, and Davis gets the and one. Meister stops Gray on her way to the hoop. Davis got a mismatch inside against Timmer. And a quick bucket on the interior for Davis.
And it was a beautiful pass by Samaya Nichols, because to set up Jaliya Davis, she just couldn't handle it on the other end.
Wouldn't miss. Davis runs the floor. The pass over the top from Nichols for the bucket.
That time.
So Kansas will have the basketball back, down 10. Nichols to work again. Bounces to an open Davis.
Kansas looking for just its second win in conference play. One win came against UCF. They get it into the post. There's the freshman Davis.
That backside help defensively is going to be so important against Davis, limiting Nichols' touches offensively.
And down for three. It's long. Fight for that rebound. Davis finds it. Brings it back low. Up and the foul. She'll shoot one. Rebound Fontini. 5 seconds to put it up. She brings it down. Now one to shoot. Levesque got a heave. And it's blocked. Chaotic first quarter. Ends tied at 13. Perimeter for Arizona State. They've worked it down to 5 to shoot. And Levesque probes to dribble. Reverse layup swatted by Davis. Oakland up to the corner. Three-point try. No good. Fight for that rebound. Davis gets it. Puts it right back up. Just had position over Kai Harris. Continues to evolve. She stayed out of foul trouble today. Missed by Davis. Gets a miss and puts it right back up. Wide open Gabby Elliott, and back iron no. Brackens gets Davis in the air, but gets it blocked away.
Along with Ashley Odom, Julie Haregrove, and James Hewing. Nichols giving it up. Vandell, skip pass, inside to Davis. She's not going to miss from there. 20 seconds on the shot clock. He's in his 11th season at Kansas. Davis corrals, drives. That's nice. And that's why he goes by Coach Brandon instead of Coach Schneider, because he says his pops is Coach Schneider. Davis with a terrific finish.
And a career high 4 for 5 free throws.
Davis.
Well, she is bringing out her jumper from the perimeter.
Cornfield almost lost the handle, gets it back. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Trammell off the bounce against Davis. It's blocked. Tremendous defense from the Frosh. Vandell to Davis, calling for it against the taller Magat, no problem.
She is so quick.
Now it's back in Terran Side's hands. Garcia. Big block, though. Davis showing what she can do on the defensive side of the ball as well.
Help side, you've got to be available.
Kansas locking in a 5-point lead. Biggest lead for Kansas so far this game. Davis again, overwhelming defense on K-State.
At this pace, they may put up 30.
11 makes in conference play, 9 overall.
Thank you.
On the drive, counted and won a chance of the 21 for Kansas. Now put to the test defensively and passing the test, got the block, sticks with it, gets the rebound.
That was a good read by Miles. Copeland went under that on-ball screen, so she just stopped and popped.
Davis, we're learning you can't stop her one-on-one, muscles it up and one.